me down.
Here is Noah Wilson.
Hey, you can have this.
February the 4th, 2014. Hello everyone. Ooh, what a great day it's starting off to be so far. Anyway, guess what I found out yesterday? I started joining, I guess this is a new thing. I started joining on Twitter with the Oklahoma Follow Train, and I guess that's supposed to be a good thing. The Oklahoma Follow Train, like choo choo, choo choo. Hey, guess what? Speaking of the Oklahoma Follow Train, you know, I used to watch, you know, when I was little, I was watching them. I used to watch Thomas and Friends, and I mean, my mom's already got rid of it by now, but I would like tweet. I would have tweeted the photo out, but I mean, I wouldn't be able to fit in it because it was so little. I had like a vest. I had like a conductor's vest, like, you know, and then I had like the hat, and I had like the little whistleblower of the train. But we got rid of that because, you know, now I'm a teenager. I mean, I'm not like a little baby kid for Thomas, but I think that, I mean, I wish I still had that so I could like did that like for the Oklahoma Follow Train. Anyway, it was hilarious yesterday. I mean, I don't know a lot about it, but I'm like, ooh, I'm joining this. I joined anyway. It was hilarious. If you haven't seen our tweets, you should go see them at Noah Loves Kelly R. You can follow us there. You know what? Since we're talking about Oklahoma Train, we need to pop up at the bottom of the screen hashtag Oklahoma Train and see how many viewers this video could possibly get. I don't know if Mason Dye help us with that. That would be so cool. Let's pop up the hashtag. Let's go ahead and let's get it up right down here somewhere. It's going to pop up somewhere down here. Let's see the Oklahoma. Oh, there it is. Oh, ooh, we're on Oklahoma Train. We're riding. I'm just kidding. No, I don't know what we're doing. Anyway, well, we're on the Oklahoma Train, and we're all moving. Anyway, while we're doing that, and we have that, and please keep the hashtag up. We want to keep it up throughout the show. See how many viewers we get. Yeah, let's see. Because, you know, Oklahoma Train is like a follow thing on Twitter where, you know, get more followers. Let's see how many more viewers we get. Let's do it. Anyway, we're going to tell you about how to prevent from getting the flu this year. You know, I still, like I said, I've told all my friends on Twitter and everybody that pretty much knows who I am. I have a cold, and I've been having it for weeks. I have not gone to the doctor because I've been trying to avoid it. Anyway, some tips on how to prevent from getting the flu. Of course, wash your hands or use hand sanitizer regularly. I have like a little hand sanitizer squirt bottle. I do in my room, but people think that's like so weird. But I have one of those in my room, so like, you know, when I come, because I have a restroom right near my room. And, you know, when I come from it, you know, I'll use hand sanitizer, and I'll use soap. Like, sometimes when I get home from school, you know, I'll go straight to my room, and, you know, I want to, you know, remember to use hand sanitizer. That's why I keep in my room, because if not, I probably would not remember it. So, yeah, keep hand sanitizer handy. Use antibacterial wipes to clean your workstation if you're at work, like, you know, clean this desk here, use antibacterial. You know, we got glitter all over this desk. We've done so much shooting of confetti, you know. It's not even funny. Use a humidifier. Yeah, my mom has one of those. Or use saline nasal spray. Is that the stuff you goes up your nose and comes out the other? Oh, I hope not. Those are painful, I've heard. No. I've heard. Anyway, oh, this is another one to prevent from being sick. Huh, I didn't know this. If I did, I forgot it. Exercise is another one, you know, to prevent from getting the flu. It says almost always a good idea. Anyhow, exercise can help you avoid the flu as well. Exercise can help boost the immune system. So yes, another good thing, exercise. You know, get plenty of sleep. That's another thing I do. I like to stay up late. I mean, I like to stay up late. I don't know why. Like, I'm sleepy during the school hours, but when I get out, I mean, I'm like fine. I don't know why. I'm like, oh, wide awake. And then, like, when I'm at school, I'm like, you know, I'm like looking around, oh, did I about fall asleep? Y'all better keep me awake. Because sometimes the teachers don't intend to wake you up. But, you know, I hadn't fell asleep yet. I've been to that point about this much about falling asleep. I'm like, oh, no, I can't fall asleep. I don't want to give them that disrespect, you know. So, get plenty of sleep. Avoid checking hands or clean them immediately afterwards. Yes, because you don't know what that person has on their hands. They might went to use the restroom and they're not stuck their finger on the toilet, and then you shake their hand off, then you stick it up your nose or in your mouth. So yes, clean them immediately. Anyway, just some things to prevent it from getting the flu, y'all. Just some things. Anyway, coming up next, we got a Teen Tuesday story. Don't go away. Hello everyone, welcome back to Noah Chat Live. It's Teen Tuesday. We got a great Teen Tuesday today to tell you a great story. Teens, listen up. You know, the #1 killer for teens is, you know, texting, driving, and drugs. And you know, it breaks my heart to actually see kids, you know, wanting to do, you know, drugs like that, you know, because you know, what it's only doing is killing themselves. And we have a story today on do not doing drugs, and a teenager does a drug overdose, and it, you know, it causes the person to have brain damage. So let's take a look at this story, and don't do drugs.
This is a picture of then 18-year-old Jeremiah McKee. Employed at a local small department store, Jeremiah was full of energy with some plans for the future. This is Jeremiah McKee as he is living his life more recently. His story is not new, but his parents want you to know what Jeremiah has gone through the last few years, so maybe someone else's life can be spared.
Jeremiah was a very inquisitive child, a very smart child, also a very strong-willed child. When he was in kindergarten, we realized that he was ADHD.
He was always moving around. He was always active. We'd go camping most of the time. He'd like to go out and just explore instead of actually, you know, sitting around the campsite.
ADHD, or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, meant that Jeremiah would be prescribed Ritalin. It helped him to focus in classroom and in life. In high school, Jeremiah had lost interest in most organized sports, and while he still enjoyed a little driveway basketball, he made a dangerous decision. He wanted his tall, thin body bigger and stronger, but Jeremiah was still medicated daily for his attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
The thing with any of the Ritalin type of drugs, they are appetite suppressors, and he wanted to bulk up. He had friends that played football. And he wanted to be, you know, big and beefy. Well, we're not big people. We're kind of tall and thin, and so he stopped taking his medication.
And his dad caught him using a controlled substance.
Caught him taking steroids once.
Mm-hmm.
He was taking some kind of steroid that he was trying to bulk up with. That was my first sign of any kind of drugs that he was actually taking. Mm-hmm. And that was approximately a year and a half before this happened.
In that year and a half, Jeremiah was also caught smoking pot and taking prescription drugs. He dropped out of high school and started marking his body with tattoos. These were warning signs that showed Jeremiah was leading an unhealthy and dangerous lifestyle, a lifestyle that would lead to disaster. On Saturday, November 10th, 2007, Jeremiah McKee was transported to John C. Lincoln Deer Valley Hospital in critical condition. What happened to put him there bothered his parents ever since, because it was a typical Friday night that Jeremiah just wanted to spend with friends, despite his parents' concerns.
I begged him and I begged him, you know, please. We both did, you know, Friday night. You know, you've got to be up so early in the morning. You've got to be at work. Like, it was like 6 o'clock. He was helping unload the truck, and he just said, "Mom, it's okay." And he says, "I've got my change of clothes, I've got a ride," and the last thing I said to him was, "I love you." And out the door he went.
That night, Jeremiah took a combination of drugs and overdosed. His so-called friends told police they heard Jeremiah gurgling about 4:30 in the morning, but didn't call for help until just after 9.
Fire department?
Can you send an ambulance over here? My friend's not waking up. He's like unconscious. He's dead.
Your friend's unconscious?
Oh my God, I can't get him awake. I'm trying
Okay, listen, is he breathing?
No.
While paramedics worked on Jeremiah, his parents headed to the hospital expecting the worst news possible.
Then they opened the door and they said he's alive. Come see him.
But while Jeremiah was alive, the delay in seeing medical help resulted in a very serious injury to his brain.
He was gone. He had a heart attack, he wasn't breathing, his core temperature was 88 when the paramedics finally got on the scene. For all intents and purposes, like I said, he was gone.
Jeremiah's life is challenging for both him and his parents. Besides his daily medication needs, the rest of his bodily functions are constantly monitored by his dad.
He poops in a bag, so you have to take care of that. He pees in a bag, you got to take care of that. He gets feeding tube through the stomach, so you have to monitor that. He's on a machine that checks his oxygen and his heart rate at all times. You have to bathe and clean him. You have to brush his teeth. You got to constantly turn him every 2 hours so he doesn't get bed sores.
Prompt medical attention could possibly have saved or improved the quality of Jeremiah's life. If you're ever in a situation like Jeremiah's, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. Lately, he's been transported to St. Joseph's Hospital and Medical Center for some much-needed therapy. The two therapists working with Jeremiah are also teaching his dad how to give daily therapy to Jeremiah. As with all patients, there is a goal.
Basically trying to increase their independence as much as we can so they can perform the activities that they need to do, like bathing and dressing, or the things that they want to do again.
The therapy is designed to increase his flexibility while also building what strength they can. For the therapist who work with Jeremiah, it is hard to project how his recovery will go because of the severity of the injury to his brain. Jeremiah is in the midst of just 12 sessions with the therapist. It's all the insurance will cover. His parents are willing to do anything they can for their son, but these days they have another motivation for Jeremiah's story.
I think Jeremiah definitely is here to educate. The story really needs to be told. Unfortunately, in our society, drugs are rampant. They're everywhere. The kids, they're so easy to get.
All it takes is one mistake, and it can change not only your life, but all your family's.
Parenting at times can seem to be an overwhelming task, but it is important to be aware of the warning signs pointing to drug abuse. If you see a drastic change in your child's behavior or suspect them of using drugs, then Shelley Mowry of the Partnership for a Drug-Free America, Arizona chapter, has a suggestion.
Go get a professional assessment of that child's drug use and history. Some places will do it for free, some places there's a cost, but that is a tool where you take your child and they sit down with a substance abuse counselor, and that counselor asks them some very pointed questions about their substance abuse. They have a lot of experience with that, so they can get the information out of the child and then share that with the parent. It can give you a much clearer picture of how long your child's been using, what they've been using, because they'll share things with that counselor they may not necessarily share with you. And then you can go forward on a plan of recovery. This then becomes a family issue, and everybody has to get healthy. The child that's using, the parents, the siblings who are struggling along with this child. So it's really important that this doesn't just impact one person. You as a family need to heal.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Noah Chat Live. A very sad story, but teens don't do it. Don't you dare do a drug. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow Wednesday for Wagging Tails Wednesday. Tomorrow is Pet Day, so you gotta love your pets. Go and have a great Tuesday and be safe. Bye-bye everyone.